Okay. Another big topic for teenagers, of course, is getting ready for college. And this is one of those things that this can sometimes involve tens of thousands or even over $100,000 of debt. It is a massive investment. And kids are kind of blundering into it without knowing everything that they're getting into. And sometimes parents are also not aware of everything they're getting into. I know this was one I wish I had been a little more involved with my kids. I think I kind of assumed like, oh, the guidance counselors are going to like explain all of this to them, and not necessarily. So it is good to sit down and do some research with your child. And again, you don't have to like become the expert and then teach your child, but you two can sit down together and start to look at some of these things. So we've given you some links here. These are in our resource guide. Great places first to just research the cost of school, like the all-in cost, not just the tuition cost, and look at how different that is across different schools. Expensive private schools, less expensive private schools, public, out-of-state, in-state, community colleges, right? Huge range. You can also start to learn about what financial aid is available, both what kind of scholarships are offered by the colleges you're looking at, but also at what the federal programs look like. They're not unlimited, so this is a good chance to start to learn about that. It's also a good time to look up the earning potential of different careers. And so I've given you a link to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. And of course, you're not getting the college degree just for the career, but that is a big piece of it. And again, if you're putting a lot of money into this investment, you do want that to pay back. Somebody who wants to be a kindergarten teacher should not incur the same level of student loan debt as somebody who plans to be an attorney, for example. So this is a chance to check those things. And a reminder here too that I think college is great, but not everybody has to go to college. There are so many good paths out there. There are, the trades, which can be a phenomenal way to earn money. There's entrepreneurship that doesn't require any kind of degree at all. So definitely make sure that your child is considering the full range of options there as well. And then, yes, so also with teenagers, there's so many things that come up with teenagers. New drivers. Again, helping kids understand what things really cost. You don't want them to think that the only cost of driving a car is putting gas in the car. We've got a little resource for you that's a nice little contract, which you can edit if you want, that the teen and the parent can sign saying, okay, like here's responsibility for behavior, but here's also like, here are the different costs associated with the car and who's going to pay each piece so that everybody is really aware of that. Another thing you can do with teenagers, if you want, and this will be a conversation in your family and it can be with your Abundo advisor, like, do you want them to start learning about credit cards? You have the option to add your teen as an authorized user on their card, on your card. And then you could give them the card or not. That's a separate decision. But it does help build up their credit score and history. And it can be a way to learn, again, under supervision, how to manage credit, including paying cards off in full and showing them the results of what happens if you don't. I've also put fire calculators on here as a great thing for teenagers because this is a really good time to be talking about compound interest. But if you just show them like, oh, well, you put money in your Roth IRA, and then when you're 65, you'll have this much money, that's like too far away to be even remotely motivating. So I think it ends up being a lot more encouraging if you can show financial independence, retire early calculators. It's like, here's how you could retire, be done in 10 years, be done in 15 years. And then it's suddenly like, oh, it's not super decades long delayed gratification. Like I can see an immediate impact if I'm investing. And then the last piece here, family decision-making. Again, we talked about starting this in the school age years, but definitely once kids are teenagers, getting them involved, especially if there's a major purchase, whether that is a vacation with all the logistics to be planned, or whether it's buying a car, either for them or someone else in the family, buying a television, whatever the item is, helping them actually get involved in the research and the decision-making process on that.